As a cost-cutting measure for modified racing, the SK Modified division was born in 1982, founded by the late Jack Arroot. After a few years of rapid growth, the SK Modifieds became the premier division on the Friday night program in 1987. 36 years later, the division is as strong as ever. In fact, nearly 60 drivers have filed entries to compete in the SKs during the 2023 season. They will be chasing two-time defending champion Todd Owen, who became the 7th driver in division history to earn back-to-back titles, doing so with consistency, winning just once last season.
I'm going to go out and do the same thing whether I'm 12th in points or first in points. I wasn't the dominant car that went out there and won 7 races. It was other guys had some bad luck, a couple guys got together, and and once you lose a race or two, you can't make that up with this pack of cars.
Owen looks to make history by becoming the first driver to win 3 consecutive titles, but that won't be easy. 22-year-old Marcelo Refrano is coming off his best season yet, winning twice and finishing 2nd in the standings. That's despite missing a race. Refrano's maiden SK Modified win also came last year in the biggest annual event.
First word at the top of my head is just amazing. When we finally broke through with the 5K, I think that's when we really started to, really click. And I think that's when, we started to show that, we were the fastest cars. We were, the ones to be contending with.
David Arroot will be looking for more consistent results this season. He did share the mark for the most wins in the division last year with 3 victories. Arroot ended 2022 with his best points finish since joining the SKs, winding up 5th in the standings.
Get 1 win would be great, and hopefully a whole bunch of top 10s, because it goes to show 1 win and consistency in top 10, top 5 to get you a championship. Consistently keeping the car in one piece, bringing it home to work on it each week, and just go from there.
The Christopher name has been synonymous with the SK Modifieds since the 1980s. The late Ted Christopher is the division's all-time win leader with 109 victories and 9 championships. His twin brother Mike has 3 track titles along with 28 wins. Mike's 24-year-old son, Mike Christopher Jr., has carried the family legacy, winning 11 times over the last 5 seasons and finishing 6th in the 2022 standings. Perhaps one of the most emotional wins of that year came from Christopher last September.
The 31 is trying to get underneath. He pulls to the inside. It's not going to be enough. Mike Christopher Jr. has won the 5th annual Ted Christopher 13 shootout.
17-year-old Anthony Bello won last year's Rookie of the Year award while capturing his first SK Modified win in just his 13th start.
Checkered flag is out. First-time winner Anthony Bello claims the win here tonight in the 40-lap SK Modified feature.
It's huge. It's something that you dream every day for, and but if you dream, you got to go get it. So, like myself, I'm a go-getter.
Bello looks to better his 7th place finish in the 2022 standings. 2017 SK Light Modified champion Corey DiMateo is coming off his best season statistically in the SKs, which included 2 victories. Last year was the first time DiMateo ended the season top 10 in points, finishing 8th in the final standings. It's no secret that 4-time track champion Keith Rocco struggled last season, and this incident during the Senators Cup didn't help matters.
Oh, trouble turn number 1, one car hard into the outside wall. Rocco is that car, Michael Jarvis is the other in car 33.
Rocco would bounce back the next week in a different car, earning his first of 2 wins on the year. 2023 will bring a new partnership for the 67-time SK winner, who teams up with one of the division's first ever winners in Dan Avery. Rocco will drive Avery's number 22 car out of the Horsepower Hill Racing stable. After a rough and tumble rookie season 2 years ago, Jonathan Puleo was able to right his luck at the end of last season, not only claiming his first top 5 finish, but then claiming his first win last September.
Such a hard year, and I was talking to my dad and all my guys, and maybe this just isn't cut out for me, and just so much happened, and it's the biggest stage. I don't even know what to say.
Noah Corner enters his 3rd full-time season in the SK Modifieds, finding success in legend cars and SK Lights at Stafford. Corner is still in search of his first win, but he has come close, finishing runner-up twice last September. There will also be some new faces in the field, most notably Howell, New Jersey's Jimmy Blewett. The driver known as Showtime will race weekly in the number 85 car for Petty Cash Motorsports. 2022 was competitive from start to finish, with 12 different drivers visiting Victory Lane. Will Keith Rocco challenge for his 5th title with his new team? Can Christopher turn last year's one-win campaign into multiple victories this year? Will Jimmy Blewett impress in his full-time return to SK Racing? Or can Todd Owen make history by becoming the first driver to win 3 straight SK titles? Those are just some of the questions heading into the season that lies ahead. It all kicks off on Saturday, May 13th, part of the 51st running of the Napa Spring Sizzler. And the SK Modifieds will, for a 37th season, be the premier division each Friday night beginning May 19th.